Danny, a 2-1 victory against Litherland this evening. What did you make of it all?
Absolutely delighted. Obviously the remit before the game was to get the 3 points after the 2 defeats on the bounce, so no more than that really. Obviously you want a performance to go with it, like always, but remit before the game, get the 3 points. No matter how we did it, it didn't really matter, and the lads have done that.
Do you think that the scoreline ultimately reflected the game as a whole?
No, not at all. I think we had a good number of chances that we should have done better with, but unfortunately they didn't go in. So you just got to keep solid, keep working. Second balls are massive in all games really, and I thought we competed all over the pitch fantastically well.
From start to finish, the desire, as fans you can tell, it was just constant. You can't fault any lad's effort to that, can you?
No, every single one of them. I mean, they've all put a shift in, each and every one of them, even the subs that have come on. And we had to make a change before the game. James Berry's come in literally minutes before, we're due to kick off, saying that his ankle's hurt and he can't play, so we've had to make a change. Keelan's come into the team straight away. He's put an absolutely unbelievable shift in, like all of them, and full credit to them. And they've got the just rewards, haven't they?
You mentioned James. Obviously, that was one change from Saturday. There were 3 others. Tell us a little bit about how you set your team up.
We set up with the same formation. We just obviously brought Siddy back into the fold. We thought his qualities is what we need for these type of games. When he went out on loan to Glossop to get minutes, we were looking to play a different way, different style of football, and he didn't get many minutes. So for him to go there and get his confidence and get his game time, he's come back and he's been magnificent tonight.
One other change, of course, in terms of positioning, if not personnel, was it the skipper into the centre half position? Yeah,
he was awesome, wasn't he? He wins the majority of his headers anyway when he plays in the middle of the park. So just dropping him back, which he's played there before, so it's not a new position for him. He's played in a back 2, a back 3. He's even played right back. So he's very, very versatile, and it just goes to show how good he is.
As you've alluded to, mate, you're pleased with how we control possession, but do we have to rely on a little bit of luck, let's say, for that first goal?
Yeah, obviously you'll watch it back and people will see, but you don't hit the target, you don't know, do you? You got to test the keeper, and I think we had some better opportunities and better shots that he actually made better saves from, so it just goes to show, doesn't it?
In terms of the second goal, quite clearly we didn't have to rely on luck. It was a great strike, and to be fair, Brandon Lee's been threatening that for the last few weeks now, hasn't he?
Of course he has. He's a great threat down that left side, and the runs he makes are just, they're so hard to deal with. If you haven't got a wide man who wants to track back, which majority of them don't, let's be honest, they're quite lazy at times. They don't want to do that off the ball stuff. Then he will get in for fun, because forward runs, they just disorganise the opponents and they do cause problems.
How do you reflect on Litherland's goal? Because to be fair, we looked defensively resolute throughout, other than for them few seconds, didn't we?
Yeah, I thought we were fantastic throughout. The distances between the units were really, really good. And like we said before the game and at half time, we just reiterated the fact that set plays would be massive, and they look to pose threats from all set pieces really. So don't give any cheap free kicks away. It's just a shame really, because it's out of nothing. I always say to the boys, if the opponents are gonna score, at least make them work for it, make it a worldie. But it was disappointing to see. In
terms of that second half performance and game management, how much would you have liked to have gone and got a 3rd or a 4th?
Well, that's what we spoke about at half time. We spoke about exactly how we could potentially open them up, and we did do. There's no doubt about that. The chances we did create, you take one of them and it's done and dusted. It could be 4 or 5. But like I said, we didn't. But we dug in. We did the ugly side of the game very, very well, and we've got the 3 points.
A couple of lads appeared to be withdrawn through injury. NWCFL, Alex Bruce. Any sort of diagnosis on that?
I think Eddie's was more cramp related. He's not played hardly any minutes lately. He's been off ill as well, so that maybe played a part in it. And Keelan as well. I think he was cramping up towards the end. It's one of those. He's not played for a good number of games now. So to put the work in that he did do, it's only it's going to happen. And then Brucey's come off with just a slight groin stiffness really. I don't think it's anything too massive, but we'll see.
Our 5-point lead at the top is obviously restored. We're in a good position in the minute ahead of the chip to challenge at Richard, because it's up to all the teams to come catch us now.
Of course it is, and we've said it all along really. We just said we've got to get the 3 points tonight, which is what we've done, and then it puts the pressure on the teams below us to go and win their games tomorrow. So that's all we could have done tonight. We've done that, and we move on to next week.
And just finally, I'm sure you know what I'm going to say now. Great support yet again, wasn't it? They just sang throughout the game, the full 90 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely outstanding. I mean, the 12th man, aren't they? Every week, home and away. So we can't thank them enough for the support, and keep supporting us. We've got a good number of cup finals to play now, the home stretch. So we'll give it our all.
Thanks, Matt.
Thank you.